Students, today I am going to deliver a very important topic that is known as anthrax. As you all of you know about the anthrax, it is also known as splenic fever, wool sorter's disease, carbuncles, charbon, malignant pustular dermatitis, Hyde Potter's disease. So these there are so many uh, synonyms of anthrax. The disease is caused by Bacillus anthracis, which is a gram-positive aerobic bacilli. The term anthrax is derived from Greek words which means coal, because of there is formation of ulcer with dark centers which develops on the skin of affected people. The disease is characterized by septicemia, sudden death with exudation of dark tarry colored and unclotted blood from natural orifices. It is very important line you should have know. The disease is characterized by septicemia, sudden death with exudation of black dark, dark tarry colored and unclotted blood from natural orifices. The endospores of the microorganism, that is Bacillus anthracis, can survive for decades in soils, and alkalinity of the soils favors the survivability of microorganism. The It affects mostly domesticated animals like cattle, sheep, goats, camels, antelopes. Peoples are being also exposed to the anthrax through their contamination, through their contact with tissues, infected tissues, or contaminated animals products, or directly by Bacillus anthracis spores under certain conditions. The disease is almost invariably fatal except in swine. That means the fatality rate in domestic animals is 100% except in swines. The disease is transmitted through ingestion, abrasions, and through inhalation. Whatever the route, the organisms enter into the body and it is phagocytized by macrophages and carried to the regional lymph nodes. Within an hour, most of the spores germinate to vegetative forms. During this stage of growth, that is in vegetative form, the organism starts to release toxins, that is known as toxins or factors, that is protective antigens, lethal factors, and edema factors. These protective antigen combined with lethal factors and these protective antigen combined with edema factors forms two binary toxins, that is known as edema toxins and lethal toxins. These two toxins are playing important role in the pathogenesis of the disease. Edema toxins, which is a calmodulin dependent adenylate cyclase that alters the fluid homeostasis, causing edema, and also impairs the functions of neutrophils, which makes the animal more susceptible to the infection. Similarly, lethal toxins, it also causes a rapid circulatory collapse by releasing reactive oxygen intermediates and production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. So these lethal toxins stimulate the release of reacting oxygen intermediates as well as pro-inflammatory cytokines that cause rapid circulatory collapse. The release of these toxins results into profuse hemorrhage, tissue edema, and paucity of acute inflammatory reactions. So, for clinical finding concern, it depends upon the species affected, what was the dose of the organism, and what is the route of transmission of the infection. In cattle and sheep, there is a septicemic and rapidly fatal conditions develop where most of the animals found dead without premonitory signs, which is a per acute conditions. There may also pyrexia, depression, congested mucous membrane, petechial hemorrhages are also observed. Animals that survives for more than 1 day, if animal is pregnant, may abort and also display subcutaneous edema and dysentery-like symptoms. In cattle, on postmortem finding, there is rapid bloating, incomplete rigor mortis, widespread ecchymotic hemorrhages, edema, dark unclotted blood, and blood-stained fluid in the body cavities. These are the few important postmortem findings in cattle. Besides this, there is one also important organ that is affected, that is known as spleen. There is splenomegaly, in which there is large soft spleen has observed on postmortem finding, which is a characteristic of disease in cattle. So far as concerned diagnosis, the disease can be diagnosed on the basis of history taking, with where with the history taking when there is sudden death, oozing of unclotted tarry blood from natural orifices. The diagnosis can also be made through the demonstration of organism as well as through the serological test like Ascolis test, agar gel precipitation test. In early stage of the disease, the treatment can be tried with the antibiotics, with antipyretics, with antihistaminics and corticosteroids. All these four components of drugs should be given for the treatment of animal in early stage of the disease. So far as concerned control measures, all infected animals should be isolated and treated separately. Strict quarantine measures should be adopted. Proper disposal of carcasses should be done. When the carcass is disposed by burial method, a deep pit is dug and layered with 6 to 12 inch of limestones, that is calcium carbonate. This calcium carbonate will prevent the spore formation by release of carbon dioxide. So, in endemic area, the susceptible animals should be vaccinated with the anthrax spore vaccines. For cattle, sheep and goat, 1 ml dose is recommended. For camel, 2 ml dose is recommended, and for elephant 3 ml dose subcutaneously recommended. And it will provide the immunity for about 1 year. Hence, the vaccine is repeated annually in endemic areas, and the leftover vaccines must be properly discarded either through burial or through burning. Thank you.